actually finish the tree, because unless maybe the third section is just full of planetary samples or something.
Hi there.
Magnetic storm in 5 hours. Hey, botanist. You're upset.
You're afraid. Not good at hiding emotions, am I? Well, I think I'm just anxious about my future. I hear ya. How do you normally cope when things get uncertain? You know, I sit in my armchair and just slow down a little. You know, my cat on my lap, purring, stuff like that.
Tell me about your cat. I like to hear about people's cats.
Tell me about it. Hector? Oh, he's so great. A mischievous little creature. I'm telling you, he needs constant intellectual stimulation, or he'll find it himself. Which usually involves breaking things.
Alright, so we're not going to be able to be outside for long. I think it was organics. Organics worked better, or you could mine organics faster, and rupidium. I'm not worried about rupidium right now, to be honest. Right, you're working on base maintenance. You're working in the greenhouse, which is fine. And you guys are going to be probably pulled. I don't remember what happens to people when they're already outside when a magnetic storm happens. Sure. Sure. Oops, wrong button. So you know what? Base maintenance, technician, refinery, refiner, mine. You know, you go here, you go here. I will. And, you know, just to get some stuff done. No organic space left. Okay. And I guess I'll just keep an eye on my own shit. Sure, work on base maintenance. I'm super irradiated, so let's go back to the base. We have repair kits because the worker is working on that. You got the technician and refiner and base maintenance. Nothing cute in the kitchen. I'm going to just put set that as, if there's, just keep, you know, keep making food for as much raw stuff as we have. That won't really hurt us, especially like right now. Like we're gonna be inside for the next little bit. Is it gonna be just one day of the storm? Is that all we're looking at? I could build an extra pity mark. It's using organics that were already full of, you know, rupidium. Like, what else we need rupidium for? And it's a very little amount of metals, like, all told. Obviously, we need metals, but we also need minerals. But we already got one down, so that's not really too much of a problem. I'm actually just gonna go to bed. Go to bed in the infirmary so that I could heal up my burns. My radiation burns. And there's really nothing else I can do anyway, so we'll see. Wake up tomorrow at like 10 a.m. I think everyone is just chilling. Just people are working on the greenhouse. Well, not right. Well, no, it's 10 o'clock, so yeah, they are working. So that's fine with me. Why is the worker furious? After work, I guess we'll watch a movie. Get people's moods up a little bit. I'm gonna go get some metals and get irradiated a little bit. That's a regular outpost. I'm gonna go out there. It's gonna be an advanced outpost. Park with bench. So that all I have now is just, like I said, this thing in the base, personal cabin, which is how long? 6 hours? Sure, go for it. Keep an eye on my radiation. Once I get about 3/4, I'll call it a day. Yawn worker is just sitting there, nothing queued. We have the womb is broken, but looks like the refiner is working on it. I think we're kind of just chilling, really. Worker has really nowhere to go. Miner has nowhere to go. So I guess we're kind of clear there. So let's build park with bench. I built that and then someone at the bottom was like, yeah, less frustration. Some of your alters really enjoy spending time in nature. Those alters will sometimes go to the park in their free time. Can I not sit and use it? Watch a movie during work time? Since we don't really have too much to do right now while we wait out the rest of this storm, let's see if we finagle the base at all. That's actually 2. Yeah. Rubidium arc. What if I just move the rubidium arcs over to one side, like where we had the storage? I don't like this thing being right here. It's honestly kind of annoying. You know, I don't think that I really have a reason to go to the quantum computer anymore. Put it down there. Because I have all the altars that I could, you know, use, so refinery. Trying to think, like, have as much of our like things that we need to actually go into, like one deep. So we just go boop boop boop, you know, just so we don't have to like go through multiple levels to get to something like important. We saw a small storage there, I guess. Clean that up a little bit. Greenhouse right next to the kitchen. Greenhouse, I said, right next to the kitchen. I'm fine with the gym, social room, and park bench being there. Research lab feels kind of weird there. I'm gonna see if I can swap it with the womb. Again, I don't think that's another place I would need to be going. I might be able to just remove it, but well, there are some modules I can't remove. I cannot remove the womb, and I cannot remove the quantum computer. Makes sense. I'm actually gonna put my cabin right next to the airlock so that I could, like, you know, real quick go out to the airlock. I don't like how that's kind of laid out, but I don't have too much options right now. That looks like time stops when I was doing that. So all that time I spent doing nothing. So research alks to metals. I learned about the park already. Okay. So I guess we'll queue up some more research for him, which is these illuminator stuff is probably going to be the most like important, just like of these like probe upgrades. Like maybe this is gonna be more important in the next planet area, but I'm kind of fine with just like popping down small sections over and over again. Nothing huge. Are we on? I was curious. Yeah, we are on crunch. I didn't want it to be that way, but what are you gonna do, you know? Here, oh, make another drill cartridge. Give you something to do while I just go to bed at 4:30. I'm actually curious about something. Can I watch a movie during work? And does it stop people from working? Like actually, like lower their production? Less gloom. All right, everyone, get back to work. I want to check the research personal cabin will get the 26%, and 0 out of 1 modules will be repaired, which is, it's still bloom. Like, who cares? I'm tired. So again, I'm gonna pop out to the infirmary. Wait, nope. Oh no, he's having a break in the park. I was popped up as I was holding the button. I didn't get to stop in time. The sun's getting closer. Increased planetary activity. Radiation starts earlier, an hour earlier. Yep, we dealt with this in the last little planet area. Anomaly has increased. New resources, new... Oh, there you go. Another vein on the planet surface. So we have to go find that vein. All right, we have a call.
Hey, there's something I gotta tell you. Want me to go there, Chief? All done. Should I take care of this now?
Yeah, sure.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
I need to look at everyone's assignments now that we're back on normal.
Hey, you wanted to talk?
Yeah. I was hoping you could explain something to me. We're in deep shit, right? It's an all-hands-on-deck situation.
Sort of.
You, my friend, did not outdo yourself to make me whole again so that I would shy away from hard work when duty calls. Correct?
Right.
So how come you're not sending me where the real action is?
What do you mean?
Real action?
Mining outpost is where a miner belongs. That's where I'm at my most efficient, and that's where I'm needed right now.
Initiative. I like that. You're right. We should get the most out of your expertise to mine resources faster.
I'm ready when you are. Just give me a sign.
I mean, I was literally going to assign you. It's like, yeah, you were assigned at the kitchen, but it's because we were like in a certain, in the position where we couldn't go outside. So no one in the kitchen, no one in the refinery. It's fine. It's fine. Workshop, cool. Greenhouse, sure. And everyone else is doing their thing. I'm gonna have to go see if I could find.
I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
Sure, go to the kitchen. I want to see if I could find the vein. This is a call from Maxwell, probably, hopefully. Maxwell?
Hello?
Jan, Maxwell here.
It's good to hear you. Things are getting more and more tense in here.
Yeah, I know. Lucas told me everything. I set to work at once analyzing the data you sent. I won't lie to you. This condition you discovered is something never seen before. I can confirm what you probably already suspect. It is highly probable that it is induced by accelerated brain tissue development which your alters have undergone. I am very sorry this has happened, but nobody could have predicted it. As I've said before, you're a pioneer, Jan. Unexpected setbacks come with the job.
It's not what I signed up for.
Easy for you to be sorry from behind a desk.
Is it? I'd say it's harder to be calm when you know you can only be a passive observer. Especially knowing that I'm going to have to ask you to cross another threshold.
I don't like how that sounds.
It's understandable. Just try to keep an open mind.
What would I have to do?
Prepare a treatment based on biological material from a healthy donor.
Me.
Donor of what exactly?
Brain cells.
Oh. But isn't it a bit risky to donate brain cells? I mean, don't you need specialist equipment and personnel to do it safely?
But don't worry, you wouldn't be the donor.
What? Why not? I'm the only one who's not affected.
Because it would kill you. It's not blood samples we're talking about, but a significant amount of brain tissue from the cortex.
So, how did you want me to get it?
There is only one
Make an
solution.
altar
You have Rapidium, Jan.
just to kill it. Ooh.
You have the womb. All you need to do is create a copy of your body, but without applying the branching procedure. By leaving its mind records blank, you will create a being with no awareness, no feelings, no thoughts. A biological vessel, if you will. A tabula rasa.
Are you seriously suggesting what I think you are? You want me to create an alternate version of myself in order to extract his cortex?
What do you think makes us human, Jan? Our body or our mind? This life form would not be an alter, because it simply wouldn't be human at all. It would only be a body.
But
Wait, but if Rapidium-induced
Yeah.
growth causes this, won't he get sick as well?
It shouldn't. Not if it stays fully sedated. You see, the mutation occurs in the part of the brain responsible for cognitive functions, thinking, learning, remembering. So as long as the vessel's cortex stays inactive, it will remain a clean slate, and its brain tissue will be safe to use.
So, tabula rasa is doomed to die.
Oh, I see what worries you. The possible existence of the human factor some people call the soul. Personally, I prefer the word used by Avicenna, essence. You see, Avicenna made a distinction between essence and existence, which he thought was the domain of the accidental, or, as you would put it, the choices that shape us. Essence, on the other hand, is that core of a being which endures, regardless of any circumstances. For Avicenna, essence proved that there was a God who created us. For me, it's a whole new field of study. Just think about it. What if we looked at this essence just like we look at any other aspect of a human being? Its body, mind, emotions, something that can be scientifically observed, trained, even enhanced. Isn't that exactly what you are doing with your altars, Jan?
I'm not experimenting on them. I'm surviving.
Then carry on doing it. All I'm suggesting is that you look at this empty altar's essence in the same way a sculptor looks at a stone that is too brittle to carve in. There's no logical reason to fear dismissing it. Lucas and I went back to our old research to recreate a piece of code we once discarded. One that allowed for a much more flexible approach to erasing human memories. It can serve you to increase the capabilities of the quantum computer and create a tabula rasa version of yourself.
Upgrade the quantum computer. With the use of your banned research, but what about Ally Corp? What about the consequences for me when they find out about all the rules I've broken? A simple builder? I mean, creating my altars is one thing, but this... I could get accused accused of much bigger violations.
Can I trust you, Jan?
I don't know.
Depends.
I mean, I've been doing
If I
this,
can
so we're
trust
kind of
you.
in this together. But
I'm putting a lot at stake for you. Of course you can trust me. Ally Corp doesn't have to know anything. Whatever happens from now on can stay strictly between you and me. I told you that I'd do anything to protect your mission, and I wasn't joking. Follow my instructions, and I'll take care of everything else.
Ally Corp has a big medical department. My ex-wife works there. Are you sure we shouldn't turn to them for help instead of harvesting this biological vessel against the law?
You managed to keep both your wife and her employers at arm's length for so long, and I can only repeat that it was the wisest decision. You need to believe me, it really isn't in your interest, or the interest of your alters, for them to find out. We can do this. Are you with me?
because they don't have a choice.
All right. I'll trust you.
Thank you. Let me make one thing clear. My goal isn't to undermine Ally Corp's operations. It's not resentment that drives me. Yes, my career was broken because of their short-sightedness, but I'm not seeking revenge. I just believe that I have a much deeper understanding of the full potential of your mission, and the means to execute this potential. All they could ever do is take the rupidium you've found and use it to boost the prices of their shares. Sure, maybe a few hungry people would benefit as a side effect, but it would all be temporary, insignificant, an opportunity lost. So, no, I'm not against them. But I know that by withholding some information from them, we can achieve so much more. And I'm relieved you feel the same way. Keep me posted on your progress.
You know, I'm all for. Where's Lucas? Oh, wait, tell him about the
Lucas.
third
Jan,
arc.
good to hear you. What's up?
Calling because I've collected some more rupidium. Thought you'd like to know.
Oh, man, that's so great.
Yeah. You can be pretty convincing, you know?
Really? I don't hear that often. My work can be kind of lonely.
Tell me about it. It's good to talk with someone other than myself.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking. Remember how last time I was telling you about how Maxwell got me into all this?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. You said he was going through a tough time himself. What's the story behind that?
Well, I don't know it firsthand, but I heard that years back he was a completely different person. Happily married, house in the suburbs, with a steady academic job that had nothing to do with big tech or politics.
Sounds like a scientist's nightmare. No wonder he got fed up with it.
He did. It slipped away from him. One night his life suddenly got upturned, and then it was just a spiral of events. Things started toppling down like dominoes. His work, reputation. Eventually his wife left him.
What happened?
His friend died in a car crash. Horrible accident, drunk driving.
Was he drunk
Really?
driving or?
Well, that's sad, but how did losing a friend have such consequences?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I want to, if I should go into the details. They're very personal to him, but also maybe another time when we can talk longer. Bottom line for me is, if it weren't for that horrible accident and Maxwell's loss, I would probably have had a much more miserable life. It's so strange to think how relative life can be. Sometimes it just blows my mind, you know?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, no use getting all philosophical, huh? Anyway, well done with the arcs. I really appreciate it.
Thanks. Hey, who knows? Maybe I can secure even more rubidium.
All right, I like the spirit. But let's see what you can do. Every amount makes a difference.
I'll do my best.
Thanks, man. And good luck.
So
I'll send it
was Maxwell driving? Was the friend driving? So I think based on what I remember seeing when I was like taking a peek through the achievements. Is that not the research lab? Where did I move it? Where did I move the research lab? Oh, it's the very next to the womb. I think 5 is the max arcs that you can build, or at least the one that they give you achievements for.
Hey there. I talked to Maxwell. It looks like he came up with a cure for your condition. Really? Are you telling me there's hope?
Sort of, kind of.
Yeah, it's some kind of sophisticated treatment based on healthy brain tissue. Maxwell sent us a formula. Oh. That's ambitious. What do you need me to do? Well, I'll need you to reprogram our quantum computer according to some old piece of code from Maxwell's experiments. He claims it's gonna let us create an awareness-free alter. Awareness-free? The plan is to create a biological
Make it sound
vessel from
as
my
much
DNA
scientific to
and
him as possible.
extract lots of healthy brain tissue from it. Biological vessel to produce a healthy mutation-free brain. That makes sense. So, you're okay with it? It sounds like a promising idea. Why would I not be okay with it? Because these are not corporate instructions. Maxwell is clearly pushing his own agenda here. Don't you find it odd that he's so reluctant to consult Alicorp Medical about our problem? It is slightly unsettling, I admit. Are you thinking of talking to them behind his back?
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't know. Maybe it was a mistake to cut Glenn off like that. Look, this situation is starting to be a little too emotionally problematic for me. She's your ex, not mine. You decide whether you want to take the risk. Just remember, Maxwell gave us a viable option. Shouldn't we just proceed instead of complicating things? Maybe you're right. I'm overthinking it. Good. Just give me the green light, and I'll start researching that new QC functionality right away. Then we'll take it step by step. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. We can do this.
As like suspicious as Maxwell seems, you know, I feel like I would rather do that for him over. Oh, it's gonna take 10 hours. I'll wait. Over like dealing with a corporation, you know.